Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Nityanandam, Jnanapadati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshయం Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created. Destruction need to be created and pulling out of delusion need to be created. Liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, Trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And Anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has his 5 face. Satyojata Murti has his 5 face. Ishana Murti has his 5 face. All these 5 Murtis, 5 faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovijian order of Kailasha led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam and Nityananda order of monks, nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada,
the science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your Guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Powerful cognition from the Bhagavad Gita decoded. Bhagavan beautifully says, for the first time, Arjuna realizes that the master cannot be predicted. He now knows that the master cannot be put in a frame. Primary energy that the master has to experience is whatever manner it is presented, without expectation and fear. Nurture the existence are neither cruel nor kind. Their very term compassion has the different meaning in the cosmic dictionary. It is not the sympathetic offered by each of us to another with or without any real feeling. It is not kindness. It is not desire to do good. Whatever that looks like us, true compassion is a result of experience that we are one with all of the existence. Then there is nothing. Beautifully, he explains compassion. He says compassion is not the way we understand, and it is different in the cosmic dictionary. It is not the sympathetic offered by each of us to another without any real feeling. It is not kindness. It is not desire to doing good, whatever that looks like to us. True compassion is a result of experiencing that we are one with all existence. There is no other. Bhagavan beautifully says how the powerful cognition of compassion, the Suddhadvaita space, even the love that he has for the master, love for the deity, everything is from the oneness space, that everything that exists is because it's part of him, because everything is him itself. Such a powerful cognition. With that, let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
Jnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 82, Dharana 57. Asane Shayane Stitva Niradharam Vibhavayan Swadeham Manaksikshine शनादक्षिणाशयो भवेत् आसने शयने स्थित्वा निराधारं विभावयन् स्वदेहं मनसि क्षीणे शनादक्षिणाशयो भवेत्.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 82, Dharana 57. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, being situated on a comfortable seat or on a bed, firmly cognize that your own body is without any support or base from anywhere. It is resting on nothing. By nothing, this cognition, when the mind becomes worn away and thoughtlessness arise, then it is an instant one becomes weightless and experience the space beyond the mind, the space of Paramashiva. Bhagavan here beautifully says how we expect a frame from a guru and we expect the guru to be there. Even the mind, if the consciousness can be understood by the mind, it has to be smaller than the mind. It cannot be understood, comprehended by the mind. That's why we are struggling. The struggle is to let go the school and start going to work. Completely a different way of existing. Same way, from the casualty, how to take responsibility, here Bhagavan is saying it's as simple as a blink of an eye, but it is such an experience, intense experience, a new way of existence starts happening, and we are not ready for the change. When the caterpillar goes into the pupa and goes into the different shape and different being, it really goes to the little close to the death before it becomes a butterfly. It transforms the complete how it existed, how it was, what action it was doing, to completely different way of being and different food, different way of living. And such a transformation is need to happen in all of us only when we are ready to go to that extreme of sacrificing, surrendering our identity, ready to let go to the identity to the extreme because of the oneness space, because of the love for Paramashiva, because of the great space of experience of the ultimate consciousness. Here, Bhagavan shows, Krishna shows his dimension and says, here, this is what you're going to experience as infinite possibility. Why are you sitting and crying for something which is not even existing? The perceptional reality, which you can just do whatever you want. If you entangle into the highest reality, you will simply make it manifest as your reality. He's giving Arjuna the ultimate understanding by giving him the experience. Bhagavan gives us the experience through the power manifestation, through initiations, through darshans, for us to get into that space of oneness again and again, to let go our identity, which is so small. He says it's just a skin deep how your struggles are, and he's going to like drill into the, like how they drill for getting water, that level into our inner space to make us experience this higher realities. And each time the manifestation happens, we are in the space of consciousness again and again. And because of the initiation from Bhagavan, we simply are in the space of enlightenment, which we experience as the powers. That powerful cognition of how compassion is understood, that not compassion in the worldly way, but compassion as the Suddha Advaita, the oneness that exists, the Shaktipada that exists in the ultimate consciousness, as just manifesting as reality in everything that exists as your own space of Paramashiva. Now, with such a powerful cognition, let's go to the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana is from Srimad Bhagavata, Canto 10, Chapter 76. Bhagavata Purana describes the war between the king Salva and Vrishanis. It describes how Salva received the Saubhamana through the Lord Shiva by performing a deep penance, and how he used the same Vimana in the war against the Vrishnis. Rukmani's wedding with Lord Krishna was through the Swayamvara, and the king Salva was one of who participated in Swayamvara but could not marry her. It was during that time when Salva made an affirmation to destroy all the Yadavas in the earth and performed a year-long strong penance to please Lord Shiva by consuming nothing else other than a handful of mud. When Lord Shiva appeared before him, Salva asked for Vimana and as a boon through which he could travel wherever he wished, and sight of the Vimana would create a tremor in the wind of the Devas and Deva, Danavas, Gandharvas, and the entire reptile family. Lord Shiva fulfilling his wish by asking Maya Asura, the architect of that era, to create the metallic flying city called Saubha. Every wish in any context, they are ready to do the penance, tapas on Lord Shiva. Everything is just granted. There is no question of no from any for any of the boons. But such a beautiful space of oneness with Paramashiva, he gains the all the boons. Now let's go to the Atma Pramana.
First, they prepare the body and mind before initiating. When you go to a Zen master, he will just say, please build a hill. You will have to collect stones from all around, put it in one corner and build. By the time it comes some 30, 40 feet, he'll come and say, "Wow." But I feel, as per the plan, the hill should happen this side. By the time you move the hill there, your bio-memory would have finished all kinds of questions. It would have been exhausted. It would have already told you 10,000 times, why are you caught with these idiots? Why don't you go back to your place and be happy? This is too much. This is not for me. This is not the place I can live. All these fight, all these chota muscle memory things. King should never be used to kill a pawn. Means, after I give initiation, initiation is like a king. When he enters into your system, an ordinary idiot pawns, I am feeling lazy. These are ordinary idiotic pawns. These pawns, not allowing the king inside, is too cheap. Too bad. That is why in Zen monasteries, first they finish all the pawns. This laziness, ideas of freedom, everything they drill it out. They finish it off. Then they send the king inside. You see, once you disrespect king, once your pawn is able to stop the king, you will lose respect for king and you will never ever regain respect for king. That is why again and again and again, Buddha insists, let the mind training be done first, then Satori. Because these fellows who did not have mind training, but just had this initiation,
Sometime when their pawns affect the initiation, when their pawns put the check to the king, they think the king has no power. It's a foolish idea. But when this foolish idea grows in them, it's very difficult for them to experience enlightenment or retain that initiation into their system and alter the muscle memories to awaken the highest conscious coherence. The depression or the laziness becomes lifestyle. Depression and laziness becoming lifestyle is much worse than death. Go on dismantling your lower consciousness. Go on dismantling your lower I. Your enemy is your lower levels of reflections. Hit them with a steel hand. Your enemy is your laziness. The biomemory which is not ready to receive, allow, imbibe the highest conscious coherence.
Now we can experience the Shakshi Pramana. Millions of disciple devotees have sharing, initiated by Bhagavan, are sharing their experience.
Hello, I'm Maria from New Jersey. I was working on a bottle cap, and it actually shrunk. I couldn't believe it when I went to screw it back on the bottle. It was much tighter. So, yeah.
How the weight lost in the bottle cap and it became small, and she was so excited that it did not close the bottle. I think she'll be the only person who feels happy with not closing the bottle. Now, with the power of Shakti of levitating a banyan leaf or some small object within a small square of surface,
Pratyaksha Pramana, scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. The science of levitation. Fundamentally, levitation on Earth requires an outward force that counters the massive gravitational force of the Earth. In physics, levitation of objects has been performed using magnetic forces, electrostatic forces, gas, etc. One of the known techniques uses materials called diamagnetic materials, which induces a magnetic field in a direction opposite to an externally applied magnetic field. This is an aspect of quantum mechanics whose effect occurs in all materials. The concept of diamagnetics has also been applied to small, water-containing biological systems like mice, which have been levitated at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Michio Kushi, born in 1926 in Japan, introduced macrobiotic diet to the West, was seen levitating in front of a group during one of his presentations by a participant, Keith Vernam. Keith Vernam reported what Mushi Kushi had to say about levitating. Levitation is very easy. It is a natural, simple process. You all can do it. The technique is to simple one's mind and clear consciousness. One must eliminate ego and self-absorption and the awareness of the small self. When the awareness of the personality is gone, along with the self-concern and limited beliefs, one can move with the natural laws of the universe. One can utilize the electromagnetic wave energy that moves between the earth and the sun, moon, planets, and all the heavenly bodies in the universe. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 10, Science of Miracles, page 194. The Science of Levitation. His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam shares, levitation, Kundalini awakening, everything happens just through this great truth of entanglement, nothing else. When this entanglement happens, I just give my inner space to you. which is lighter than the outer space. See, there are three kinds of spaces. 1. Katakasha, your inner space. 2. Chitakasha, the space in which your body is sitting. And 3. Parakasha, the cosmic space. If your inner space is heavier than your outer space, you will be glued to the ground. All I do is I make your inner space lighter than the outer space by removing the mass. For those few seconds, you are in entanglement with my inner space, which is purest consciousness. The Katakasha compromises the entire human body, which in turn is made up of 50 trillion cells containing mostly water. 70% of the body is water. At a molecular level, all structures of the human body are composed of atoms and subatomic particles. At atomic and subatomic levels, all atoms are 99% space and 1% mass. However, the space is not empty, but contains energy in the form of strong interactions and electroweak forces. These vast, apparently empty, but energy-containing spaces constitute the Chitakasha, infusion of Kundalini energy into the apparently empty space within the atom. Chitakasha changes the electron orbital into a higher orbital, increasing the empty space of each atom. This creates a larger volume for the same mass, allowing the body to become relatively lighter than before, like the expansion of a helium-filled balloon. The more helium, the lighter, and it flies away. The Chitakasha is ultimately the same as Parakasha. The only dividing line between the form and formlessness is the Katakasha, the body boundary. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 10, Science of Miracles, page 202.
Things that are required for setting up for manifestation of levitation of the banyan leaf. Camera, timestamp, Jnananjan, banyan leaf, or bilva, tulsi, betel leaf, any other leaf is also okay. Have a small square where you have a tablet or a table or a book or a plate where you can keep that without disturbing the leaf. Let's set up the camera. Download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure the time is shown on the screen very clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you. Please take a few minutes to set up the whole camera. It should be very clear place, a bright place. The banyan leaf, the person, and a wide angle view should be clearly seen. Guidelines to manifest the powers. Turn on the video recording. Apply the Jnananjan on your third eye. If you have, bring your awareness to the third eye. Place the banyan leaf on the small square surface, like on the plate or tablet or book. Sit a little far away so that you don't touch or disturb any object. Make sure there is no wind or fan next to it or AC blowing air. Through the third eye, start manifesting the powers. If the banyan leaves are lifting 2 inches, 2 centimeters off the plate, you can put your hand and show there is nothing string attached, and you're manifesting the powers wonderfully. If you're feeling only a heat or vibration in you or the leaf, and the leaf is starting to move, excellent. You have started manifesting the powers. Go intensely in it, and simply you'll see that whole thing manifest for you beautifully. Now, verify the video is very authentic and share your videos with powerful cognition to your family and friends. Listen to others' experience of the manifestation. Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation, So here, first, we will see in Bhagwan's words, what is Shakti Pada?
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and or egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg, and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence. The Shaktipada makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
See, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes these external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small, you think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. You need to understand one more thing. This technique of be unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, You are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya, pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here, Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness, through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers. They start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like, for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye. Again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone. Nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्दं परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्दं परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्दं परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्दं परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्दं परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्दं परमशिवोऽहम्
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityanandam Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityanandam
परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nityananda Paramashivam 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivam 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 Om Nityananda
Satchidananda Paramashivoham.
Verification process. Verify that no video editing of Shakti Avishkarna power manifestation video is happening. Verify the video is not stopped or restarted during the process. All videos are verified with the timestamp and wide angle. If your body is moving too much, just settle down. Do not use any logical ways to lift the banyan leaf or external ways to lift it. Make sure the surface is flat, not tilted. Placing the banyan leaf carefully. If the banyan leaf is moving in the air for a few minutes above the ground, fully levitating, put your hand and show that it is not attached to string and it's completely in levitation. And make sure there is nothing other than just power manifestation, which is reason why it is levitating. Authentically, only let the banyan leaf should move by itself, not any other vibration or hand tricks should be used to manifest these powers. Thank you for manifesting these powers. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotiyar manifesting power groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the power manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम तत्सत् सर्वं भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमेश्वरं पादुकार्पणमस्तु। ओम नित्यानंदम। Thank you for participating in the Jnanapadati, Nityananda Jnanapadati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivu